I'm slowly waking up from what has been a very restful and long slumber. All this time, I've been nestled inside of a cocoon-like box, with my shapeless body having been wrapped up in dark matter, like a warm blanket of protection, shielding me from any outside intrusions. I was not seen by any force of nature during all of this time, just simply hibernating in a deep, tranquil state between the wall of existence and non-existence. I must have been away for a long time, perhaps 1,000 years or more, for my mind and body do not seem to be working in tandem with one another. It's like I'm several different beings, all inhabiting the same cosmic entity, having been joined together in different areas of the space-time continuum. I'm no longer a fossilized creature, trapped in amber for someone to discover 1,000,000 years into the future. But instead, a now fully formed creature that has been transported to this new world, ready for whatever comes next. I can see that this planet, on the other side of the amber-shaped glass, is relatively young, with a very primitive species that occupy its rocky surface. It also has large bodies of water, better for my sea-like interior to thrive in while I await the great old one's return. Earth is what they call this rocky planet with its masses of water. A world that from all outside appearances seems easy enough to conquer or eliminate altogether. Through the glass, a sharp, clear picture of its various inhabitants now appear. As I study them with my many myriad of temporary eyes, in each eye, a different place is represented, or a series of past events from this world's history. The pattern is instantly recognizable from my many travels to other inhabitable worlds, where civilizations were established, then destroyed by our kind. This Earth is no different from any of those other worlds that I've traveled within the belt of Orion, or other far-off galaxies in this countless eons of my reimagination, from one host to the next. These human beings, as they call themselves, are of a fractured and highly volatile nature. And this is all the more reason that it will be easy when it comes time to build all new cities after their kind is enslaved by our master, the Great Old One. I am but just one of his many servants, reappearing out of nowhere every millennia or so to seize such an opportunity. I know that the Great Old One, better known to the reality's inner bubble as Cthulhu, will be pleased with this new world I've stumbled across. I also have a new head, projected from a human male's love for a woman, with his innermost thoughts having emanated in such a way by sending signals through time and space that I was able to steal his lover's severed head, thereby making it my very own. The badly decomposed head was taken from a war-torn land that I now wear proudly upon my new body like a crown, representing all of my past as well as my future victories. I'm Princess Sang-hee, who has been reanimated from dead human tissue. A gelatinous black slug in the muck of the outer regions who is about to enter Earth's atmosphere for the very first time. There is a certain smell here on Earth, the rich aroma of photosynthetic material. Unlike other worlds I have helped to conquer, the Earth is not gaseous and contains actual gravity. I'll need to adjust my breathing for the oxygen that this world feeds off of. Soon, our kind will feed off of theirs, taking everything that is precious to these humans and placing them all within my hideous style of work encampments. The structures I plan to erect in Cthulhu's honor will tower over any of those that have ever been seen here on Earth. Obelisks that will symbolize the god who lives deep in their oceans. Dagon and other deities such as the Yig, father of the serpents.
Rompen las copas en la madrugada.
These weak-minded humans will marvel over the tenacity in which our kind can destroy and rebuild, for their pathetic wars will pale in comparison to what we have in store. The humans will also learn in time to worship the elder gods, while their gods will be lost to their own collective history, abandoned forever, along with the freedom to roam at will, which they seem to cherish so much.
Es inútil caliarla. Es imposible caliarla.
It was only within the span of a few minutes that my myriad of temporary eyes were able to capture all of her Earth's history and evolution, storing the information within my brain to use against them. All of the others of my kind shall do the same when they enter Earth's atmosphere. They will rain terror, the likes of which have never been seen before in any of their wars, in order to create a new world within an older one. The antediluvian transformation will then take its effect upon the land. But first, I need to learn how to use this new body I've been given. The reanimated parts which were bestowed upon me by the cult of Herbert West. It was through their many incantations performed in an abandoned farmhouse location right here in the city of Occam that summoned me from my restful slumber. Herbert West must be some sort of elder god here on Earth, for his experiments on dead tissue have made the shape-shifting of my slug-like body into that of a walking human hybrid fully possible. This body can roam among the human population, but wearing the label of what they refer to in their world as disfigured or disabled being. I will still walk among them nevertheless, waiting for just the right moment after all of the others of my kind have been summoned. These legs I've inherited are fresh from a corpse of a human female. The limbs still appear to be intact, as they had expired a few hours before being attached to my body. The human species possesses features that are smaller, with joints for easy movement, than that of my large gelatinous frame, where I'd be virtually useless in environments such as this. On other worlds where I'm a floating entity among the gaseous clouds, my original shape was more of a necessity. I'm glad that most of the reanimated parts are still useful to me. The red-headed woman's lower abdominal area had its inner organs reattached, which I'll have to conceal under some sort of clothing. Perhaps a cloak. The various intestines now extend outward, acting as feelers and attachments for my multitude of eyes. I'm in the apartment of this human male known as Abner Lane, the one who helped me obtain a human head. His Korean female lover had died many years before, and her remaining skin is almost kind of shrunken in, making her facial appearance more stretched out, uneven, and purely grotesque. Her mouth is still agape, frozen that way from when she was beheaded by a soldier in an act of war. It's crazy how these humans seem to value things like their own freedoms and the ability to choose one's destiny. But they're so inept when it comes to the virtue of self-preservation or helping their own kind to survive. Our species have overcome these obstacles, evolving from the millions of years back before the flood here on Earth, and even further back than that, to the very dawn of the universe. We have persevered and carried on despite having no true world of our own, conquering and feeding off of different species we encounter in our various travels, replacing their own selfishness by serving and worship of the elder gods. In this realm, there is but one certainty, that when the stars have aligned properly, the great old one will come again to take his rightful place in order to rule the universe. I can smell the flesh of human. Not the dead flesh I'm wearing now to cover me from revealing my true physical appearance, but the smell of living flesh making its way up the stairs. It's the man who lives in this very apartment, the human that summoned me out of my slumber and guided me into this world. He must possess a strong will and determination, for his mind was able to travel through the boundaries of space and time to finally awaken me. The love that he had for the woman, whose head I now wear upon my shoulders, transcends all of humanity's understanding. As part of his very soul entered the realm of the cosmic entity. His soul unknowingly made contact, and I was therefore able to take what was given to me, which was the body of a prostitute, from those who murdered and dismembered her, those who worship Herbert West and his experiments. This, along with the reanimated Sang-hee trophy head, has helped me to fully materialize as a being here on Earth, looking like one of them, albeit a very grotesque and horrifying manner. My original shape would not have sufficed. I'd have been squirming around this room like a large blob, inky and black, spewing out various liquids in order to lubricate my gelatinous skin to keep from drying up. There he is, the man who made all of this possible, staring at me in astonishment as he walks into his apartment and sees me staring back at him, with Sang-hee's reattached head smiling at him. Her droopy wide-mouthed grin, her eyes in uneven positions on the face make him scream out in terror. A man who has never been afraid of his own shadow, much less being shot at countless times in a war. A man who survived and returned as a decorated hero. He does not know why I'm here, or how I have been summoned to Earth, but in good time he shall know all of these things. He will experience both the physical and emotional effects of the transformation, along with the rest of his own species over the next several months, when all of the others have been summoned. The cult of Herbert West will make mankind's destiny a reality through their nightly worship of the elder gods, contacting them one by one, as I was contacted by this man, who now stands before me in such horror and disbelief. I must put him in suspended animation for the time being. He is not to tell anyone about me, that I even exist, or that I've broken through the walls of my dimension from his television, entering into his earthly domain, for now he will be able to see me, but not touch anything, as he hovers over his own apartment living room, an insect trapped in amber, just as I was before coming to this planet.
Las copas en la madrugada.
He will cry out, beg to be freed from his state of quiet calm and stillness, where he will not be able to hear a sound nor move a muscle. The only thing remaining intact is his brain. and the soul which summoned me here. I can feel his tortured mind, his terrifying anguish as I keep watch over him for now. A few weeks, perhaps even months or years will pass before I decide what to do with him. I sense that he's still in love with the woman, once known as Sang-hee, the woman whose head continues to decompose on top of my new body. He still loves her, despite her facial structure looking completely morbid, the spitting up every few minutes like an infant. It is true what I sensed about this human after all. In his mind, I can clearly hear his every thoughts as he continues to call out to her. The tentacles attached to my lower abdominal area reach out to where he now floats above, silently caressing his head. He has finally been reunited after all these years with his long-lost love, but she now exists in a completely different, new and improved bodysuit.
Swaying room as the music starts, strangers making the most of the dark. Two by two their bodies become one. I see you through the smoky air. Can't you feel the weight of my so close, but still a world away. What I'm dying to say is that I'm crazy for you. Touch me once and you know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. You're feeling in my kiss. I'm crazy for you. Crazy for you. Trying hard to control my heart. I walk over to